Okay, we're going to get ready to build a quick digital puppet of the stop motion puppet I've been building for class demonstration. So this is a bunch of files that I have collected, and you can see throughout the curriculum, we've had different builds. So we've had kind of the one of the simpler ones, which was just armature wire with magic sculpt bones and the non-bendable parts, some fabric covered floral wire for fingers, JB welded to the ring of the hands, a little bit of a Loctite epoxy. It's kind of a soft round tip to keep the wire from poking through, and more magic sculpt here for the rib cage and the pelvis. And beneath that, you have a steel stick which connects the arms to the spine, and steel stick which connects, or at least locks into place the pelvic, the where you want the hip joints to bend, and make sure that connects to the spine. And then we have another piece here added, which is just some styrene foam balls that are cut in half and then JB welded to the ring of the armature skeleton. So you see that here as well. This is what the skeleton actually looked like before, and some of the drawing. So I took kind of this little standard drawing I'm using for the demonstration here, and I then worked that into building out pieces for the platypus character. So this character kind of started to take on a life of its own. So this is where I was at one point. Had a little Harry Potter doll outfit, but then I started doing my anatomy thing, and then he started getting kind of more overlaid foam pieces, and he had these giant ET eyes, which I didn't like, so I removed them, and this is where it's at currently. So I've gone more like a ruffian character, something Oliver Twist. I keep forgetting the name of the guy in the movie, but yeah. So he's gonna have. I'm thinking maybe like a little cape type of suit on there, maybe some fur. I got some faux fur and various things to put maybe on the shoulders. I got some shoes. Started designing as a shillelagh, or kind of like a little walking stick. At one point, I had put talons on them. I was going to go with some other style. So let's take a look at all these different ideas, and we're going to put all the ideas into Pureref, right? So Pureref is free. Everyone should use it. And I could just start dragging and dropping images here from my computer and start arranging them into a nice reference board that is going to work no matter where I put the images on my computer. It'll have a relative path file. So let's take a look at that. So you have the character design fabrication samples here. Must see, said the work of Guy Davis portfolio. I think that's worth looking at as well. I think Pinocchio was an amazing film. So you can look at Guy's portfolio, and you can see how the images came about for Pinocchio, the different facial animations. I love the two. I think they're the sister gods, the death, the eyes on there are so cool. I do. It was a handmade and stop motion puppet. I do wish the digital designs had been, or the drawings had been traditional. Like these would have been beautiful in graphite or watercolor. Still has that kind of oily grease marker look. Digital that I'm not a big fan of, but nonetheless the designs are epic. They're so beautiful in the drawing. So just want to point that out. That's on the top of the image list, and I can go in here right and into Pureref, and I could just copy the image, and I can go in here and just paste the image, right? And that's a good way to get started with this when you're collecting your reference board. That's really what it's designed for. So I could just drag and drop even with, in most cases, take images straight off of websites and get an idea. So what I like to do is take the design, at least for teaching purposes, take the design and look at how the final puppet turned out and what the changes and um, decisions are made to um, bridge the gap between what is drawn and what the final puppet looks like, right? Because that in and of itself is a learning experience. We also had the Leica Hidden Worlds website page. So those are the two, I think gold standards. So, and these puppets are absolutely incredible. Let's see what it does with the animated GIF. Yeah, no, I can't just do that one. There's Monkey. So beautiful where they pinned and did all these pieces on there. It's all the mouths for the feature. Let's see if I got a few more of these. There we go. I'm just collecting some stuff in here. Now, I'll be more precise as I'm doing my reference collection. So, but what's nice about Pureref is you can have a big giant board, and then you can kind of arrange and collect and design from there. There we go. Some of the other characters, look at that. Like the painstaking, all the time taken to do some of this stuff, right? Whoop. Yeah. Some like you drag or drop, some do not. Okay, and then the ones I wanted to get though from the actual, oops, where did my slides go? On the slides. So here's the characters, tridimensional. So I have a tridimensional character here that we start off with. We have the who, we have the what, and we have the style for reference. We have the tridimensional write up that need to do a paragraph that has the physical, psychological, and social aspects. So those are the three kind of main pieces to kind of catch up and work on this one. So for this one here, I'm going to see if I can just grab these and will let me copy and paste from the Google Slides in here. That would be kind of nice if it did, and it did. Sweet, and it resizes to the actual pixel size relative to each other too, which is actually pretty nice. Little rascal. Yeah, so the rascally character here. I don't know about the text. Let's see if I can do the text. Let me do in here. Copy that, and let's go in here. Let me paste the text. Ah, that worked. That's rather handy, I think. So we just want to change. We're in black, so black on black ain't gonna show up too well. There we go. So character one, who. So I can kind of convert from my whatever other documents you're using. You could just use images and text. You should be able to take them pretty good. Here's my platypus reference collection. So what the platypus? See if I can grab the whole thing. That would be kind of nice. But let me do that. All of that and Control C and bring it over here and Control V. And did it bring the text with it too? I think it did not. It did not because I have to open the text box, but that's okay. So I'm getting kind of swing, and I'll make these. If you double click it, it will zoom into the picture. It got rid of my cropping, which I had done quite a bit of cropping in the in the Google Slides doc, but that's all right. And look at that alien head. Ah, looks like something out of a Cthulhu story. So creepy. Okay, so and if they get too big in relation to everything else, just marquee drag the whole thing, and there you go. So there's the what. There's the platypus, and then I had the style down here. There we go. There's my actual reference style board. Copy all that over. Put style up top here. And I think some of these, even though it wasn't actual stop motion, they really went the extra mile to make it look like it was stop motion. So I really love what they did there. I love the Alebrijes from Coco or Book of Life, whatever. Should be called Book of the Dead. Try and sugarcoat it for the children, huh? Some fantastic Mr. Fox. So I have my labels, my text here. I'm not going to go through all that right now, but I want to go through the creation process. So we've had these pieces here. Here's one of the other characters. Is Quills now taken again from the same kind of blah default post characters now, then brought together. So on this one board, I can just I could put all my resources that I want, right? So I can grab all these and see if I just drag, no, Control C, Control V, there we go. And we'll put this guy over here to the side a little bit. I think his foot. Let's see if I hold Control. No, I want Control. Trying to squish it. It's only rotating. So I'm sure if I just play with this for a little bit, it will become obvious. Let's see, is there an edit to right click settings, undo mode, overlay always on top, canvas images, select align or range. Okay, I'll just leave it like that. But you can see on my actual reference, I took it in and I squished it to be more narrow, right? So it doesn't take with the cropping and stuff I did in Google Slides, but that's all right. I'll forgive that. All right, we'll continue down. And I got my keystroke button up now so you guys can see a little bit better as I'm working here, which pieces I'm using. All right, so we're not doing the quills character for now, although that is also extremely useful. So I'll just grab these and put them over in the appropriate spot. There we go. We're just going to see how that piece has been developing over the course of the semester. And we have the materials reference board as well. Super handy, useful, and it did kind of keep the arrangement. That was kind of nice, not too bad. There we go. But yeah, it does resize them relative, so there's a. I almost would rather just use this first and then drag them into slides, but whatevs, you know. Whoa. Yeah, double click on accent a lot and it'll zoom into whatever you're using. So I have some faux fur for him. He's going to be spiky quill. I should have probably some porcupine quills going as well. I don't think I've gotten there yet. So here we go. So now we're just back over to the platypus character. So I'm going to go back over here. And he's a broader, bigger character. So I'm going to take some of these construction shots and just drag them in or copy and paste them in as it goes. And maybe I'll resize them all as one unit. You see the build-up stages. There is another series of images. If I like this, how this is going as well, I could do my print screen or snippet tool, and I could just grab these pieces like that. If they're already arranged into what I like, go in here and paste that in. I think I like that better, so I'm just gonna grab that, go to this page here, and then do a few of these pages. So I'm just basically using Pureref to take what I've done, give myself a nice kind of building. Yeah, because I have all this, you know, I put the text in there and everything. And so I might as well utilize what I've built with the pages and just drop them into Pureref. Yeah, I like that way better. So yeah, bunch of print screen, marquee drag, go over here, paste it over. There we go. That's better. So I can, after I do that, now if I want these individual ones, of course I could keep them in there, but what happened to that one? Oh, I see what happened. That was before. So yeah, let's see, like that one is better so I don't have to crop it anymore. So I could just kind of scale that up and then marquee drag and then, yeah, the scale lock's in there. I'm sure there's a way to break the scale lock using a different key, but yeah. We'll go back over and let's go read and fix a few more. So here is the Magic Sculpt Armature skeleton, right? Over here. And there's the hands and feet. Over there. Early one. They're all pretty good sized. And I use a lot of Alt Tab when I'm bouncing around. Got that one. Yes, I'm happy with that. I guess it's because I squished the feet, so maybe I should just go ahead and just replace it since I'm doing all the other ones the same way. There we go. That's his current status. So these are all coming along together. Go. So yeah, really handy application. I'll put it in there while I'm nothing if not overly thorough sometimes. Maybe they don't have to be. There we go. Okay, so now we can go grab. These are the ones I wanted that already had the text that I didn't want to mess with too much. Yeah, it's over here. There's one. There's my who, personality. There's my what. Ah, he is a platypus. Very ruffian platypus, of course, but platypus nonetheless. And style board. I get the new kind of started resizing over there, didn't I? But this has all the text, so this one's probably the most important. This is what I'm shooting for stylistically. And finish up the production shots for platypus. So middle mouse to grab, middle mouse roll, and then right mouse button to move the whole app. And then if you do that, if you want it. So I'm used to using my right mouse button a lot. So it's just left mouse button, middle mouse, and that's it. You don't really need to use the right mouse button unless you're going to activate, but you don't want to use the right mouse button and hold it as you're doing this. So, okay, so I'll finish a few more and then we'll get to building a digital puppet of this in ZBrush. That is all of them for now. And I had some newer images that I had shot with my camera. So let's drag and click on this and go down and grab all of these images. There we go. And a couple of the Harry Potter ones. It's pretty cute too. All right, I got to get these other ones too. And just drag the whole. So if it's directly from the file, it's even easier. I just click and drag, and all of them pile up on top of each other. Right. There's the hat. Cool. There's the magnets for the snout. This is what I'm building. And there's all the little reference. There's my drawing. And boom. And then look at that. Poof. It just arranges everything for you. That is crazy helpful to have it do that. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. All right. So a little more than I want at the moment. So we do want to maybe make some room up here for the reference, the character, and that one. And then the actual production of the build over here, I can kind of, I feel like I don't really need some of these. Whoops, I gotta marquee drag the whole thing. And you can group and arrange and make little, see, there's got to be a way to full screen that. But there's a way to arrange and make little mini windows and stuff like that, make arrangement selections in a line, but I don't want to get into any of that right now. I honestly don't remember off the top of my head anymore. But yeah, I'm kind of doing columns from left to right. So here's where we were. Then I was looking at the feet. I had put a second um, T nut in there. Here's the main drawing there. That is just a side view. So this one here, I'd want to grab and hold shift and that rotates it. So it's just front view, side view of the current state of the puppet, where it's at. And then we did the face, shift, and go to corner rotate. Dun, 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 dun. And the magnets. There's the snout. The other one. I'm not sure the difference between those two. I don't know if there is. Here's the hand, the claw, and then over here's the hat, making out of leather, the wire mesh, those, the foot tie down. So yeah, for a free application, this thing is can't beat it. I think pretty much everyone uses it now. Let's see, oh yeah, that's that little pile of brass stock. There you go. Magnets stack up. I did quite a few shots of the snout. Now my reference pieces, these little ones, these are from all over the place. These are from the net for collecting reference. No AI images for me. I think learning how to draw is learning how to see and having muscle memory motor skills for shape sizes. So I think skipping drawing is probably one of the dumbest things I could think of for an artist designer to do is like to refuse to not know how to draw is just a it's hard. I don't want to do it because it's hard. Like really. Yeah. Anyway, I have strong feelings about that. Sorry, not sorry. There you go. And then you have his cudgel here or his shillelagh walking stick. That one is not needed. And then we have the shoe, and there's and yeah, I'm horrible with names, but so this is the Oliver Twist villain. So I'll get in here. Bill Sykes, that's his name. And there's I remember Tom Hardy that played him. I've forgotten. And here's like some dragon skin. So there's like some costume stuff. So oh, there's the rest of the shoe. I was like, yeah, I think I got more shoe images. There's a shoe I found online that had like a cool alligator skin. It's probably the main one I need right there. So, and you can see it in the drawing. So I'll take these and we'll make these bigger. And everything is in relation to itself, right? So I'm gonna be, oops, I'm gonna be careful that I know where my reference board is. And this reference board actually goes to this guy over here. So I can marquee drag those, delete them, keep that up there top. I haven't done a mood board for him. This is like this was just I call this Blaldi, Blaldi, the blah plain baldy, also known as Blaine, the blah baldy plain Blaine. Sorry if out there for anyone named Blaine, just to play on words. So I think you're pretty much right. These ones I was just collecting, showing like some of the amazing work at Leica and from um, Guy Davis's reference. But you can see the TLC going in, these overlapped little pieces, and the scissors. I do have some leather working, so these hats in here are going to turn out really nice. So that out. And this one, shift and go to the corner. There we go. Remind myself. We'll show you how the top hat is coming along. But yeah, you can see that I have this scale printed leather that I use. So I'm going to paint that and make it look like it's dragon scale. Like he's got a dragon scale suit. I thought that'd be really kind of badass. So I'll bring that up. Maybe move the production stuff over out of the way a little bit more and then focus on what I actually have designed. The metal claws, these are like little leather work kit spikes that I was going to use in the hand, and they turned out to be really heavy, like crazy heavy. And one thing is with a stop motion puppet, when you're doing these things, you want to be very conscious of when to make it fake it and make it look like it's something else, and when to use the actual material. Many of the metals you want to just paint the metallic look. You don't want to use heavy metals for your character, otherwise you're going to have real trouble. When you get to animation, it's going to start shifting and flexing and bending um, according to the pose and the weight of gravity, right? You're just fighting gravity at that point. So you want to be really careful not to make them too heavy. So there we go. So I think that is going to work out pretty good. That's where I'm currently at. You can see that's where he had the giant. I just grabbed some glass eyes in class and threw them on there. And afterwards, I was like, oh, this is bad. Was not pleased with the results. So some of these boards here directly from the slides, we can definitely just grab them and scale them down. So that is Pureref. So just right click, save, and we'll save this as my stop mofab reference, ref. Whoops, had caps lock on. Try that again. Stop underscore mo underscore fabrication reference, and going into my stop motion character construction folder. There we go. And also, if you want to export this and share it with somebody, when you right click, you could just go and you can export it there. So you can save the whole thing out. Just selected images, you can save it as a scene. And yeah, but I can like kind of zoom in and out here as I'm looking at things. So like this one right here is like starting my little sketch I'm not really happy with, but I'm kind of designing this guy on the fly, so it's all right. And now I can go into ZBrush, and we're going to grab some Z-spheres, and we're going to turn the transparency see-through down just a little bit so you can see behind it. And I'm just going to go really fast with the app. And this is going to be super fun. And I'm going to build out an armature using Z-spheres in ZBrush. So we will see you there in the next video.